Hey Fast Fellows, SpeeDMan here. We're going to be starting a brand new run here as Sundiata Keita, and the unique ability, so go on, as you can read here, is pretty nice. So first things first, we're going to be making a push for the Holy Site, and then we're going to couple that with the Desert Folklore Pantheon, that we can get very heavy faith yields. And then what we'll do afterwards is make a push for the Sagubas, and really get started on that. In the meantime, for Culture Victory, what we're going to have to push for is we are going to make an eventual push here down the line into drama and poetry. So it is important that we go for that. So we're just going to get that kind of started here. We've discovered the second cotton here, and that's good for a couple of reasons. The first, obviously, it boosts that. But the second reason is we can eventually get access to traders a little earlier, which will be nice because that way if we find anything worth trading with, we can actually gain some nice value. So, because we settled in place there, we actually settled ourselves into a pretty decent spot. We're able to make use of some pretty good tiles around here. Now, what we want to do is we are actually going to take a scout. We want to take a scout or two in the early game so we can explore around. This is a large map, so we're going to need to find. So, for example, that tells me there's a bar camp somewhere over to the left here. I'm actually going to move up here. I see there's a city-state. We met Arthur. Okay, cool. Actually, I would say we're going to go ahead and pick this one up. There's a lot of value in having an additional economic policy slot. And then having some trade routes sent to that area could actually be really beneficial. Just that way we can immediately start gaining some nice value. We'll have to move back, so what we're going to do is move back here and then get started on eliminating this barbarian camp. Okay, so this is a bit of an optical glitch. I see why. So I see why there's a problem. This whole time we've been gaining an absolute bucket load of faith. And while religious settlements is a really good one because we'll get another settler, it's going to actually be better for us to take the desert folklore. Because holy sites, our holy sites are going to be insanely busted here. We're going to be just having very high adjacency yield holy sites, so I'd rather take that one. So now we start moving to the east. Let's go ahead and pick up a settler. See if we can survive another turn here. The answer to that is a resounding no.
A physician without at his best.
Finally. So now that we have that, we can do that and take that. That's actually going to boost us a little bit. We get something good out of this. An extra envoy. Actually, that's not bad. We'll go ahead and take that. We'll take Suzerainty there. Discovered the hero Beowulf. Ignores movement penalties in range. Beowulf's challenge. Target an adjacent enemy unit with combat strength less than Beowulf's. Beowulf immediately destroys the target. Cost 1 charge, 1 movement. So, good chance we'll have to start potentially using our Oh, good. And we met Pachacudi.
Pachak.
Here we are. Let's make a delegation. Okay. Sure. We met Byzantium. Okay, so not a bad thing. We're gonna have to do some religious work here to make sure we don't have a religion getting converted against us, but it does have desert near him, so what that tells us is that much of this region around here, we're going to need to settle as many cities as we can, so that way we could really take advantage of our actual abilities. So we definitely want to settle up over here. Okay, so we met the Khmer Empire. We're going to go ahead and just work our way through it. Get some more information about what's around us. Aha. So, as I expected...
Oh no!
Ah. Hello, Canada. Pleasure to meet you. And Lahore. Okay, cool. So we're starting to meet quite a bit of stuff here. So that's not bad. Of course, expected an attack. Let's make our way over. We definitely want to start getting a city up and running early, so that way we don't lose out on loyalty. We can essentially start getting to where we have so much gold, we'll be able to start buying settlers much faster. You enforce the borders now. That's unfortunate timing. And, oh, we met someone else. We met Brazil? Yes, we did. Cool. So there's another civ. 10 turns away from the next era, and we're potentially already getting close to just being able to have a golden age in the classical era, which is very nice. We met India. We want to actually go ahead and settle here. That'll be a good place for us to settle, so what we're going to do is break off the Slinger. Slinger's going to go here. You're going to make your way over here. Now, cards for us to pick up, I think our options are going to be fairly nice here, because we have some pretty good yields that we can work with from a faith standpoint. We can outright, let's see here, we'll pick Monumentality. We could outright get ourselves some pretty good units, plus this stuff is going to be cheaper to buy with gold anyways, that we could do this. And now we could, like, supercharge this setup right here. Because as we recall, with this particular build here, is that you get 2 more gold per turn per adjacent holy site. So that is very, very, very powerful. And that's where we can really get extra value from it. So that's what we want to be doing. The harbor is just going to be a nice little bonus. We don't have to have that. We can remove that, and that would bring it down to 7. But a harbor would be nice, just so that way we can have maybe a couple coastal cities here, and we can develop those cities so that way we can do some international trade on the waters as well, just further boosting our economy. We'll do that for now. Well, so much for that plan, but I can do a different wonder there, so that's fine. That's fine. And we met Lady Six guy. Okay.
The poets have been...
Alright. There we go. Set up there and go to that tile here. And then what we'll do is we will go here. Make another settlement. That'll bring us up to 6. And that'll bring us up to 7. So with 18 turns left in the era, we are just inching towards our goal of getting 9 cities by the end of the era, which will be really good. We did make a normal age, so that's good. We've met the requirements for that, so we're in a good position there. Aha! There's Solomon, and that is the final civ for us to meet. So we have met every single civ well before turn 100. I'd say that's pretty nice. So we are 9 turns away from another age here. We are 5 era score away from getting another potential golden age. Honestly, now it does make me wonder if there's anything else we could build. All right. I can make this work. I can get this extra golden age. I just realized the best way to do it is what I've just been doing here. And then what we're going to do in order to secure that is be a little cheeky, go back and have access to the galley, buy a galley, and then that'll be the 2 era score we need, and we'll have ourselves another golden age, which literally is insane, by the way. We're literally starting the game off with 2 golden ages in a row. So that's fantastic. What we could do is we could move a settlement there. We'll push a settlement around here. And that way we can really start building more pressure. So I think that might be the idea that I'm going to go for. We'll buy another settler, and then we'll move up to that spot there. By the time we actually get there, we're going to be in another era. And I'm hoping that Canada gets a normal age or a dark age. If it gets either, we are definitely going to be able to place those cities down without a major problem. And then we'll just have to worry about a war, which honestly at that point, you know, we could develop those cities pretty quickly. So it's not super bad. I honestly think a Petra there could be quite nice, just because we could utilize that as a means to actually get some growth in our capital. So let's go for that. A Petra build would be very, very high value. And then here we'll work our way across here. In Gao, now that we have ourselves a very good holy site, we can actually develop some good tempo off of this. That's a problem.
May the forces of evil.
We're going to get out of there. We're going to upgrade you to an archer so we can defend ourselves, and then we're going to need to deal with that. That's a problem. Time to bug out. We definitely shall get ourselves out of there. I do want to try to weaken these as much as I can. And then when he gets low, I could just simply have him heal up, if I'm not mistaken. We have 3 slots for great works here, so what we want to do is we want to get a couple more markets up and running. The earlier we do that, the more we can gain value, so... There's the war I was expecting. Took you long enough. I hope these units actually, see, 960 gold. Going to move up. And move you down. Well, we can get rid of that problem finally. Get over here. So we can make another settlement, get that ready to go. We'll go ahead and... They took a promotion, so we're going to need to be careful. I would definitely say this will be a good spot for us. An industry with that city will be solid. Do that so we can immediately start applying damage to him. No sense at all delaying this. And then what we're going to do here is we are actually going to go and we're going to take off literary tradition and we're going to put on bastions. Let's make a quick curtail towards this. I want to pick up the raid card. That'll be a good one for us. And then what we do is we take that extra envoy and we can plant that in. We can go for Angkor Wat. No one's building that right now from what I see. So that's a really good opportunity for us to gain a little bit of population in all of our cities and the extra housing. So we could very much use that. All right, so I'm leaving on a bit of a cliffhanger here, but I want to thank you so much for watching. This has been an excellent, excellent episode. 2 golden ages in a row. We're going to have some more work to do to be able to catch up and get ourselves a normal age for the Renaissance era. But overall, we've done a lot of really good things. I'm really quite excited with this run. We already have ourselves a pretty decent start here. We're going to be picking up more great works here fairly soon, so we can get that going. But other than that, thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this, hit that like button. I'd like to ask you to subscribe as well. Got a video in the top left part of the screen. Go ahead and check that one out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. SpeeDMan out.